The mission of Elliot Health System is to inspire, heal, and serve. And we aim to do that by making sure every day we take efforts to be your first choice to give and receive care. The Regional Cancer Center came to life probably over the past several decades, actually. I would say really got into high gear 2015 and 2016 as we began to look at the needs of the community, and really those needs comprised a one-stop location for medical oncology, surgical oncology, and radiation oncology, the three pillars of cancer care. We're at a very interesting time in cancer treatment. Medical oncology is changing every day with more genetic markers that we're using to tailor therapy. Radiation oncology is becoming even better at sparing tissue and making healthy tissue better and only focusing on diseased tissue. Surgical oncology taking huge advances with minimally invasive surgical techniques. All of that is fantastic. We've had long-standing relationships over multiple decades with New Hampshire Oncology Hematology, the premier medical oncology group in New Hampshire. We've also had multiple decade relationship with Radiation Oncology Associates, providing the first radiation oncology care in New Hampshire almost 50 years ago. Those two groups, in addition to other members of our medical staff who are on the surgical disciplines, both employed by Elliot and in private practice or employed by other partners in the area, all of those physicians will have the ability to bring their services under one roof at the Elliot Regional Cancer Center. We seek to build a multi-site cancer program where the patient experience is seamless, it feels connected and consistent across multiple communities.
In April of 2016, I moved from Oregon to the Northeast to start a new life. I was enjoying my time here for the first year, just enjoying the Northeast and exploring and just having a great time. And I really didn't plan on cancer being a part of that. What surprised me the most at the beginning of my treatment was just the sheer volume of information that as a patient I had to figure out which doctor I needed to go to, which clinic, which test I needed, and get those all sort of straightened out. And I think the biggest challenge for me was having to go to different facilities for those different treatments.
Nurse navigation by itself is something we're bringing to bear. So we have a nurse who's well trained in oncology care, who understands the care plan, the care team, the physicians, and the individual needs of the patient to help them literally navigate the complexities of what can be an all-consuming event, which is modern cancer care.
One time I was having a particularly bad time. My oxygen levels dropped, I couldn't breathe, and the entire staff surrounded me. Dr. Nab was there. They had their, coming with the oxygen, with everything. I was quickly assessed. They made sure that I was not panicking, that I was calming down. They just made me feel so cared for. And I know and believe that they do that with every patient. It took me a while to start planning for the future after I became cancer-free 8 months ago, because you still have that in the back of your mind that, oh gosh, is it going to come back? But I'm thinking positive. I'm thinking more positive now than I think I ever have in my life.
The new normal is something that I hear from a lot of patients, and they're looking at planning for the future. They're looking at, do I have to work 60 hours a week, or should I have more family time? Or should I keep eating an awful diet, or should I try to be a little bit healthier? It's a lot. When you're first diagnosed, it hits you like a pound of bricks, and you don't know what's going on, but people are kind of guiding you through. And then again, on that last day, you ring the bell and you have to figure out your new normal. I think that the staff that work in an oncology department, they really love what they do. They really have a strong passion for this patient population, which can be a very fragile population. They're scared, they hear that big C word, and then they don't know what to do. No one plans for it. It's a horrible diagnosis, and it's tough, it's emotional. You laugh with your patients, you cry with your patients, and even the days that are very difficult, it is also the most rewarding thing that I could have ever imagined. I wouldn't want it any other way.
I'm Brian Abb, I'm a radiation oncologist. I've been here at the Elliot Hospital for 12 years. I am a practicing radiation oncologist, but I also serve as the medical director. We were one of the very first cancer centers in the country to have modern linear accelerators. We actually can take a picture inside the body before we deliver the treatment. So what this allows us to do is to give much more accurate treatment with much less collateral damage to normal tissues. It allows us to feel more confident in the treatments that we deliver. And in many ways, it allows us to shorten the overall treatment time, so keep patient care local. Be able to provide world-class cancer care right here in our community so that patients don't have to travel. The Elliot Hospital does a fantastic job of integrating all the services within the healthcare community. So we include primary care physicians and surgeons and medical oncologists and radiologists in not only in the cancer diagnosis and the cancer treatment process, but everything that comes after the cancer diagnosis as well.
When we first got diagnosed, we were all in shock.
And then to find out the seriousness of it and where it was at the base of my tongue. So it wasn't a cancer that was going to be easily treatable. It was curable. However, there's probably going to be a lot of side effects. But one of them that really scared us was the fact that you may never eat again. You may live on a feeding tube for the rest of your life because of the radiation damage that can take place.
The minute we met the staff, we knew we were going to be okay.
Yeah, that is very true. Every single person that we met, from the receptionist on, was so supportive. And they give you so much encouragement. You can't sit back and feel sorry for yourself now.
Don and I did not plan on cancer, but because of Elliot, we were able to get through the horrific process of cancer and to have a positive attitude because of everybody at Elliot. I mean, there's no other way of saying it. We could never have gotten through the last year without Dr. Knabb, all of his staff, the staff at the oncology and Hooksett. We never would have got through it.
These people gave us their heart, and we're going to give it back.
I think that we have something special with this team here in terms of the nurses and the therapists and the physicists and the dosimetrists that we work with, that they truly view every individual that walks through our door as a family member. To me, the other important thing is to have patients feel that we are treating the entire individual. That patients say, not only are they treated my cancer, but they looked at me as an individual and they saw the importance of getting me back to where I was before my cancer diagnosis. Nobody plans on having a cancer diagnosis. The best part of my job is having individuals come back in, seeing them get back into their lives, getting back into their activities, getting back into their work schedules and into their families. And that truly is the most rewarding part of what we do.
I'm Chuck Rolacek. I'm the chair of the Elliot Health System. I speak for the entire board when I say we are so excited about the new cancer center. We think it's going to be a wonderful addition to an array of services and product lines that we provide to the Manchester community. It's going to be state-of-the-art, and it's going to be just what this community expected from Elliot Health System. No one expects to get cancer. I think it punches you in the gut. Rarely do people see it coming, and there's really no preparation. We'll be ready to punch cancer back.
The Regional Cancer Center is a $33 million project, and we feel that the community that the Elliot serves, including the 129 communities served by the Elliot, will respond very positively to this campaign and will step up to help us raise the needed funds. This is particularly the right time to address the needs of cancer care in our community, and I think that the Elliot is well positioned to do that. They're the premier hospital in the area, and they are known for their wonderful care, and I think that they will just extend that to the cancer care that they're providing the community. In addition to serving as the co-chair of the capital campaign with Ellie, I also serve on the John and Mary Elliott Charitable Foundation, and that particular foundation is an amazing foundation that raises money for so many projects within the hospital, and I think that Mary and John Elliott would be extremely proud of the hospital that was developed in their name and with the philanthropy that takes place in their name.
We didn't plan on our parents having cancer, didn't plan that my husband would have cancer, but we are very grateful and relieved that Elliot was a partner in our journey to success with my husband and making our parents' last days very comfortable.
Hope is here.
Hope is here.
Hope is here.
This is what everybody is really hoping for. This is real hope.
Hope is here is a great phrase to describe the cancer center, because I think our patients sometimes feel like hope is tight?
Anybody going through a journey like cancer, and we keep saying journey, but it is a journey that a family takes. Hope is what keeps you moving forward, that you have hope for a future for your family.